Gang, how are we doing in September, Aries? This is for anybody that has their sun, moon, rising, midheaven, and or their Venus in the sign of Aries. However, if you happen to click on this video, I suggest you guys watch all 12 because I mean, like, it's me. But if you happen to find yourself here, there's a reason for it, and I hope you hear all that you need at this time. Let's jump right on into your reading because I have been going well over my time and all the other ones, and editing is about to be like, so bear with me this month, you guys, but a lot is to be said. So coming into the first week of September energetically, you have the Nine of Wands with the Seven of Wands and the Devil card with the Justice card that fell on top of that. Okay, in the week of obstacles, now energy's fluid, so you may have already felt this in the recent or distant past, but be expecting the Ten of Swords energy, followed by the High Priestess and the Four of Cups coming into the middle of the month. And then by the end of September, what you should focus on to overcome these conflicting energies and or just in general where you will find yourself, you have the Magician card with the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles with the Six of Cups. So I'm just seeing returning from the past. Something's returning from the past, either some emotional trauma that still needs to be dealt with this Eight of Pentacles and the Six of Cups, or a relationship that kind of like fell apart at the seams and there was no like real basis for it needing to end. It was just like there was no effort being put in on either side. That's what I'm getting. And I know I'm starting your reading off a lot differently than I've done readings in the past, but that really did jump out at me. Okay, so let's get into that. But you guys definitely are going through some conflict. Now this can be internal or this can be within your external environment. What's coming through is competition. So if this is not within a romantic relationship, your own conflicting passions for a project that you're working on, especially if you are working with other people, and or this is, or just within like yourself for wanting things to like be done, because you know Aries is not the most patient of any of the signs really, but especially fire signs, because we are cardinal. Okay, so we get shit done, we get stuff started, we're very action oriented, and so when things don't move at our modality, we get very frustrated. So this again can apply to anything, your relationship, platonic or romantic, and just the way that you interact with the external environment altogether. Things may not have been moving at your modality. You're just kind of ready for it to just be over and done with. Okay, just be very careful that you're not allowing yourself to talk yourself into something you won't be able to get out of. Okay, that you're not doing something that's going to put you in a bind later, or cause you to, what is this called? Cause you to jeopardize all the things that you actually been working toward. Don't allow for people, if this is in the workplace, for them to like put a bug in your ear, or those of higher ups like CEOs, CFOs, directors, managers, assistant managers, anybody that does have some influence and some power over you, as well as the other people that you work with. Don't allow them to say things to kind of sway a decision in a different way than where it was going, to have them look at you in a different light. Okay, don't do things by your own behavior to cause you to be seen in a different light. I'm hearing negotiations though, so there might be that on the table. Negotiating for the best price of something at this time. A house, maybe. If not a house, you're negotiating, or oh, okay, like an interview. Okay, for some people that have been struggling for a while with getting a job, getting back on their feet, right? You've been waiting for money to come in or just new opportunities to come in. I feel like you are now in the phase of being put, I don't want to say on hold, but there are other contenders for the same job. And so if you've been called for an interview, just know that you are competing against at least 7 other people for your spot. So when it is time for you to tell them why you feel you are best fit for the job, you need to make sure that you are really appealing to all senses, okay? But especially that you know a lot about the business and you're not just, running amok. So language in essence, like it's manipulative, so you have to know how to be persuasive for the month of September, right? I would suggest that you be doing a lot of research so that you really know the ins and outs of the business, as well that you know what you'll be getting yourself into, so you don't fool yourself when it comes to signing the contract. If you decide to go forward with the business, know what they expect of you, just as well any expectations that you may need out of them. So when you go on an interview, just think that it's not just for the employer, it is for you, the potential employee, as well. Especially if you have other things that you're trying to involve yourself with outside of work. You want to make sure that you get all that you can out of the job for as much time and effort that they're going to be getting from you. But again, just make sure that, because there can be somebody in the midst that's trying to stir it up, stir the pot a little bit, that you at the end of the day are or can be justified by your actions and just who you are as a person. You can stand alone if you are to come up against judgment from somebody that has power, okay? But I am saying that somebody's trying to get things to go in their favor by being persuasive or manipulative or just saying something negative, okay? Make sure that that is not you, though. But as far as obstacles are concerned, don't be overly paranoid. I feel like some of you guys, don't overthink it. Don't overthink anything, right? Having sleepless nights, worrying whether or not you will get the job, what's meant for you will come to you, okay? And definitely getting that with the end of the month's spread with the Magician, the Knight of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Cups. Now, if it's not about a job, it's just your own thoughts are getting the better of you. You're not really tapping into your intuition. Some of you guys are repressing some things in your subconscious that needs to come out and be dealt with, and that's, I guess, why I started the spread off with what I did with this 8 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. I'm also getting that there may be, again, because we have this 4 of Cups here in the obstacles position, somebody in your external environment might be wearing a false mask. There's some deception here. Either you're not being authentic or those around you aren't being authentic as well. When you are at work or when you are in the midst of people that you don't really know that well, be very careful what you decide to share and or just how you speak around them or the behaviors that you portray around them, because they can get the wrong idea and run back and tell somebody, I feel like they just have the spirit of gossip within them. So just be very careful who you share your information with and who you are actually listening to, because I do feel like some of you guys, if you aren't paying attention in the month of September, you can be easily influenced. Okay, maybe that's what that is with this Devil and the Justice card. You can be easily influenced to do the wrong thing, to act outside of your nature, like a little too far left or too far right than who you actually are. So make sure that you are balanced as a person and that you do what feels good for you, okay? You have the materials here, though. You have everything that you need to get all that you desire. But I do want to say, be careful that, again, you're not moving too fast or that you're not getting frustrated when things aren't moving at your modality, because we are in Virgo season, and so it is all about details and making sure that you're doing all the work now so that you can rest in your laurels later. So don't skip over any details, okay? Don't make any careless mistakes, because if the 5 of Cups were here, it would definitely be that. But with the 6 here, there has still been a mistake made, or that can be made. But just cover all of your bases, you know, dot all your I's, cross all your T's. Make sure you read things through and through. If you are starting a new project, make sure that you aren't doing more than your share of the work, and voice that if that has been the cause of inconsistencies or imbalances in any of your relationships, right? We all have a part to play. So again, make sure that you aren't overextending yourself, but don't overthink anything this month, because that can have you running in circles that you don't need to be running in, because you need to be paying attention to other things that are more important. It's okay to slow down because you would prefer to do things the right way the first time. That way, when any retrogrades do come up, you know, you're actually in a better position because you're not having to revise or review or renew altogether, right? Start over altogether. So just make sure that you have a plan and that you really stick to it with the Six of Cups, okay? So in matters of the heart, what I am getting is that there have been some disputes. There's been a lot of tension due to other people maybe competing for your partner's attention. There may have been some seduction going on. There may have been some lies or deceit about what they've been doing. There is some injustice here. And I feel like somebody knows that they have been doing wrong in the relationship. Now is the time, if you want to flip the Four of Cups because you are in a bind, to let your friends help you. But I would suggest with this Four of Cups that it's people that you actually respect and look up to, that have valid advice to give at this time. Don't be afraid to let your friends help you, because you're not seeing eye to eye with your partner. What you're saying is not getting through to them, and or vice versa. If you are single though and you're just dating, you're trying to put yourself out there, I want to say don't put all of your eggs in one basket, because I do feel like the person that you're seeing is not only seeing you. No matter what they say, there's some deception there behind what they're telling you, okay? So don't feel like you're paranoid or that you're going crazy if your intuition is telling you something. I want to say that you need to pay attention to that this month, okay? All is not always seen, it's sometimes felt. So if you get a nudge that something is wrong, most likely something is wrong. You're being deceived, okay? So make sure that you are looking out for yourself, because at the end of the day, only you can, you know, and that you are paying attention to any red flags that are coming up at this time, because I am seeing a lot of red. If you're a woman, some of the problem might be that your guy that you're interested in has female friends that don't want the best for him. Some of them, one of them, if not two of them, are envious of you and your beauty and the relationship that you guys have, and so they're trying to interfere. And so it's something like that in the external environment that is affecting your relationship at this time. This can also be like siblings, like a mother and a sister, or some other women that don't have their life together, and you know, misery loves company, so they may be trying to sway your partner to do something different. So just be very careful about that. At the end of the day, I feel like your partner will make the right decision, because you have two paths in the Magician card for ways that you can go in this spread, right? And this guy is choosing to come forward with an offer of love, something substantial for love, okay? Something to turn the relationship around, in order to what is this called, like make amends with you if things have been rocky, or if you've just been single. They just really want to let you know that they want to be serious with you, but they just may need a little bit more time, right? Especially if they've been dating other people. You want to make sure that this person's fully healed. But I do feel like there is love for you, and they have their eyes set on you regardless. So there's that on that. As far as chakras are concerned, your root chakra is here, definitely overactive, so get that imbalance. Throat chakra is here. Your third eye, crown chakra. Always heed your own personal intuition so that you can make the best decision. At the end of the day, I can only advise but so much, you know, so do what is best for you, okay? And your heart chakra is underactive, so get that back into balance, okay? But at this time, definitely give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family, and do subscribe for more.